Trying to see where these geese are. Look at that, y'all. A lot of them. I think they're going to the lake. It's across the road down at the end there. That's where they're going. Wow, I've not seen that many of them. I've not seen that many of them in a long time together. I'm glad I was able to catch it. I heard them. I was getting ready to start the video, and I heard them, and I thought, oh, can I get it ready? Where are these coming from? Oh, there's some over here too. Good grief. I wish they would have flown right over me. They have before. I'm surprised I've not seen some of these in our yard. You know, just hanging out or something. But since we're so close to that lake, they probably just head on over there. All right. It's a good way to start the video out. Hold on just a second. All right, welcome to Morning Coffee Break, everyone. Today's Friday, August 20th. Currently it's 74 degrees. It feels great. High today is 83. Chance of rain is 80%. It rained some, I guess, overnight. Humidity is 78%. Winds 3 miles per hour. Air quality is 37. I figured it would come down. And that's in the good range. Okay. Everybody's looking good in here. I keep saying I need to repot this one, but I haven't done it yet. I forget about it. It's nice looking little, like a little tree. It's grown quite a bit. This here is growing with one with Froggy in it. It's growing a lot more branches at the bottom. That Poro zucchini, it's not dead, but it's not really growing. It got eaten by the groundhog, I imagine. Nothing really going on much there. There'll be some more peppers though. I got that little pepper growing down there. I almost picked one of my big Berthas over here, peppers, but the other side of it's still green some, quite a bit, so I just left it. I can't wait to eat one and show y'all how big they exactly are when I get one out. You know, it's hard to tell exactly how big they are in there. That's a nice looking Cherokee right here. This one. It's gonna be a good one. Still got maters, see, still growing here. And I pollinated with the electric toothbrush yesterday. All these blooms, you can see them, still got blooms all over. So they're not gone yet. They're gonna try to make a comeback, some of them. I don't think these are going to do anything that I bought there at the end. They were just too far gone, I believe. I'm thinking I need to go ahead and pull the green beans and just save all of the green beans that's on it. Just save them for the seed. They look like they would be good ones. That's what I usually do at the end. The ones that's on there, I just leave them on. Let them dry. The birds are waiting on me to finish out here. Still plenty of peppers. And more flowers, as you can see. I pollinated some of these too yesterday. Oh, there's some of those flat beans down there on the bottom. I didn't get as many out of them for some reason. I need to get more onions. You can see they're getting a little big. I think we're gonna have a salad tonight, so I'll have to get some. I like coming out here and just getting them right before we fix it. You know, that's as fresh as it gets. Well, something's been stepping on some more of my plastic forks. Most of the Japanese cucumbers got eaten on, stuff like that, even though I got the bird netting. Chipmunks got in here and birds, the little ones still. They push through this stuff. I don't see how. It's so small. I don't know if I can get that one. Cucumber melons are trying to grow a little bit though. I need to take this off, pull this over enough to check some of these carrots since that one was so big yesterday. I'm thinking that some of these others are going to be big too. I'm trying to see right now if there's any close by that are big. That one looks pretty big. I don't know, let's see. It is not that big around, really. Nope. I feel it, but I don't think that one's ready. Ow. I'm gonna have to pull this thing back to be able to see everything. I don't think those two right there I felt didn't feel that big. Yes, I almost picked this one right here. Man, I can't wait to get one of them. But the other side is still green. There's one down in there too. Those are gonna be some good peppers. And you know, I said these shouldn't have anything on them the other day. Look at all the flowers, and there's a pepper. That one's fell off. Hope they don't fall off. There's a bunch of flowers now. And I used the toothbrush on them too yesterday. I'm trying to see down in here how big some of these are. I don't think there's many that's real big though. I'd have to, like I said, look through all of them. See how these mushrooms grow? I'd like to have a Ghostbuster soon. There's one that's about ready over here. You don't let them get real big. There's one of those things on it. Yeah, you don't let them get real big. I'll probably get that after it grows another couple inches. Soon I'm gonna have one of these Ichiban right here. They're good. I don't think there's any. This Ford hook might be getting ready to slow down. I see two of them that died down there. If you can see them, those are two female. They would have been zucchini, and they never opened up. So I'll tell you what though, this Ford hook's lasted longer than the Black Beauty and still doesn't look that bad. It just started leaning over in this direction for some reason. But if it doesn't, you know, if nothing comes up in the next several days, or let's give it maybe a week, and nothing else comes out of, you know, no zucchinis, I'll be pulling it up. As you can see, I put bread out. I'm pretty much out of bird seed, and I can't get any more this month. So we'll be getting stale bread. I've got a little bit left in there, and I've got some sunflower seeds, but I'm just saving it and just giving it to them a little bit at a time. It's not much though. It's only enough for, I don't know, 2 or 3 more times. They just really, I think those are called cowbirds. Somebody said the ones that look like little crows, and then the other ones are starlings. There's so many of them. They just come in and eat everything, and then the other little birds and stuff don't really get anything. So that's pretty. Here's one more of these. I think that's pretty too. These down here, that's like these, are not growing as good on this end. You can see how good they're growing here. And they still don't even have the buds on them yet. How big is this thing gonna get? You know? What's bad is I've had winds knock these over when they get this big, and it ruins them. I tied one up one year. I felt bad that it got knocked down. It broke it at the bottom, but then I put it back up and put, I think, something around that place, and it actually kept growing. It healed it. That's kind of a pretty little bloom. So these will be loaded with these type flowers, like this. But you don't see many. That's what they should have these all over them. They don't yet. So they're still growing. It's unbelievable that they're still growing. So there's some flowers out here. Marigolds. That'll be good. What was that? Oh. Oh, it's about dead. They were looking pretty good. I wish they were open. They're not nicer. I'd like to have seen them when all those were open. Doesn't take long for them to die after they open up. So I can, here's some that's blooming down here. This foxglove. What happened to it? It's supposed to be down. It's kind of covered up. Let's see if I can get a picture. They got kind of covered up on the side of it. All right. No, it doesn't need mowed yet, thank goodness. Drink of coffee. All right, let me get my tablet turned on. I should have done that already. This on. Joy. Okay. All right, the thumbnail today, I made them steakums last night because we had them sub buns we needed to use. I'm glad I did because they were just delicious. That's what the thumbnail is. And we had some of that potato salad from Aldi and a tomato from the garden. And it was really good. Really, really good. Tonight, remember I fixed that chicken for the chicken parmesan, and I had 2 pieces left, and they're breaded and everything, so we're gonna have those tonight. I'll warm them up, I don't know, maybe in the oven. Breaded chicken breast, and we're gonna have some mashed potatoes made out of those gold, what they call yellow potatoes, gold potatoes. And probably have a salad with it. I hadn't had a salad in a couple days. Logan's Awesome Snack Review will be tonight, y'all. If you hadn't checked out the preview show, you can check it out and see what we'll be trying and the nutrition facts. So, let me get this a little closer to me. Well, I had it set. Let's see. Passenger captures Caldor fire smoke from plane. Passengers on an August 17 flight bound for Sacramento, California saw the aerial view of the Caldor Fire's enormous smoke plume. The footage by passenger Brian Mace showed the plume breaking through the clouds as it roars skyward. The Caldor Fire continued to grow due to extremely dry fuels pushed by southwest winds. Beulah, Texas's second costliest hurricane. Beulah, the third largest hurricane of the 20th century, hit Texas on September 20, 1967. The hurricane was as big as the state itself, with a diameter of about 650 miles and winds exceeding 130 miles per hour. It spawned 115 tornadoes in total. It was the state's second costliest hurricane since 1965 and resulted in severe flooding that killed 50. Ever heard of dogwood winter? Dogwood winter is a period of unseasonable warmth in the middle of autumn. It usually falls during late April or early May. This is right around the time of dogwood trees start blooming. Long before calendars came into use, farmers used this as a sign from nature. They knew it wasn't safe to plant their crops until after the dogwoods bloomed. Excuse me. The spooky Skull Rock in California. Skull Rock in California's Joshua Tree National Park is a granite rock formation that solidified out of a molten state over 80 million years ago. Since then, they have been eroded by groundwater, rain, and wind to form a skull shape. Though the rock appears smooth and rounded from a distance, it is actually rough to the touch. Fireball meteor spotted over Arkansas skies. Northwest Arkansas residents spotted a big bright shooting star on August 18. Experts believe it was a fireball meteor, which is unusually bright and long-lasting. The American Meteor Society said there were no eyewitness reports, even though some people saw the meteor. They have asked the public to help find if these fireballs reached the ground. What is the role of polar vortex? The polar vortex is a large area of low pressure and cold air surrounding both of the Earth's poles. It is called a vortex because of its counterclockwise flow of air that traps the cold air. During winter, the polar vortex at the North Pole sends cold air southward and is often associated with outbreaks of cold temperatures in the U.S. Extreme heat affects bumblebees' flight. Rising temperatures can improve the flight of honeybees in northern latitudes. However, extreme weather events due to climate change can push honeybees beyond their limits. Experts at Imperial College London found that bumblebees' flight durability peaked at 77 to 80.6 degrees, but beyond this temperature, the performance of the bees began to decline. What is St. Elmo's fire? St. Elmo's fire is seen during thunderstorms when the ground below the storm is electrically charged. There is high voltage in the air between the cloud and the ground. The voltage tears apart the air molecules and the gas begins to glow. It takes about 30,000 volts per centimeter of space to start a St. Elmo's fire. The ancient cave that turned into a museum and pub. The Moquai Cave in southern Utah, just off Highway 89, has a museum of American artifacts, pub, and glowing minerals. The cave, which was once used by the Anasazi people for storage and shelter, was rediscovered by settlers in the early 19th century. The Chamberlain family has owned the cave since 1951 and turned it into a tavern and dance hall. Okay, and lastly, Rain falls on Greenland summit for the first time. Precipitation on Saturday at the summit of Greenland fell as rain and not snow for the first time on record. Temperatures rose above freezing for the third time in less than a decade at the Greenland summit over the weekend. This warm air induced a severe rain event that dropped 7 billion tons of water on the ice sheet. Wow, that's a lot. All right, everybody, that's it for today's Tidbits, and that's going to be it for this morning's coffee break. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you later on. God bless everyone.